Hi, I'm Rebecca Popelka, and I am the new Director of Institutional Partnerships for the Partnership for College Completion. In this role, I work directly with our 2 and 4 year higher education partners to help develop and strategize on supports to help them meet their goals of closing enrollment and retention gaps for all demographics of students. So I was previously a program manager at PCC. I left in 2019, but during that time, I worked closely with a number of colleges and universities who were part of the Illinois Equity and Attainment Initiative. I mostly worked with the suburban community colleges and then some of our public 4 year institutions. Since then, I returned to my alma mater of DePaul University, where I was the director of community college partnerships and then the executive director of transfer, admission, and enrollment there. Post COVID, I decided to take a step back and work part time in higher education for a while, most recently returning to higher ed as the regional assistant director of admissions for Alma College in Michigan. But the time that I was part time, it actually allowed me to spend time volunteering at my kids' school district, which eventually led me to about a year ago running for a position on the Homewood District 153 school board, which I am its newest member. I have been learning a lot about DERA, the Developmental Education Reform Act. The PCC has been really active and involved in helping with the implementation of that legislation with a number of colleges and universities. So I've been trying to learn a lot as much as I can, reading, talking to people involved, talking to our college partners. So it's been a really interesting experience getting to know more about that. Also, PCC has changed a lot since I was last here. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. So, just getting to know more about the organization, how we've changed, and what's to come for the next 10 years. I am looking forward to reconnecting and also meeting new people who work in our 2 and 4 year institutions. Having worked in higher ed for such a long time in Illinois, it's a very small community, really. And so it's been great to see some familiar faces and also meet new people who are doing this great work. Also, looking forward to, we are going into a strategic planning phase for the partnership in the start of um, at our 10 year anniversary. So, really looking forward to being a part of that conversation and helping the organization grow. My favorite part about working at PCC, both back in 2018, 2019, and now, is working with a group of individuals who are so dedicated to the mission of the organization. That's what really drew me back to PCC and made me want to return back to this organization. I am a first generation college graduate myself. And so, knowing what it takes in order to make that leap to gain, meet that goal of earning your bachelor's degree or master's degree can be challenging for people. And so, working at an organization where we're working to the mission to make it easier for students to meet their goals and having other individuals who are also just as dedicated to those goals and that mission is a really makes it a really wonderful place to work.